There was a time when Spanish football was considered finished. The golden generation that conquered the world between 2008 and 2012 was gone. The era of tiki-taka dominance had disappeared. The painful exits of 2014, 2018 and 2022 created a feeling that Spain was searching for an identity. But then something changed. A coach who was never the loudest name, a coach who never promised a revolution, a coach who simply understood Spanish football better than almost anyone. His name was Luis de la Fuente. And after leading Spain to European glory in 2014, he completed the ultimate mission, turning La Roja into world champions again at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But the biggest question is not just how did Spain win. The real question is, how did Luis de la Fuente transform Spain from a talented team into the most complete national team in world football? Because this was not just a World Cup victory. This was the result of years of planning, patience, and a manager who understood that the future of Spanish football was not about copying the past. It was about creating something new. When Spain appointed Luis de la Fuente, many people questioned the decision. He was not a superstar manager. He did not have the reputation of Pep Guardiola. He did not have the international experience of Jose Mourinho or Carlo Ancelotti. But what many people ignored was that De La Fuente knew Spanish football from the inside. He had spent years developing young Spanish players. He coached Spain's youth teams. He understood the mentality of the next generation. He knew the players before they became global stars, and that became his biggest advantage, because while other managers were searching for a new Spain, De La Fuente already knew where it was. He believed Spain did not need to abandon possession football, but Spain also did not need to be trapped by it. The old Spain controlled matches by passing. The new Spain controls matches by attacking, pressing, defending, and adapting. That difference changed everything. For years, Spanish football had one identity: possession, control, short passing, the famous tiki-taka style, and it worked. Spain won Euro 2008, FIFA World Cup 2010, Euro 2012, but football evolved. Opponents learned how to defend against endless passing. Teams became more physical. Transitions became more important. The modern game became faster. Luis de la Fuente understood something important. Spain did not need to destroy its philosophy. It needed to upgrade it. His Spain still wants the ball, but now the team attacks space. It uses speed. It presses aggressively. It can play through the middle. It can attack from the wings. It can win ugly games. That flexibility became one of Spain's greatest weapons during the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Every great national team needs a player who represents the future. For Spain, that player is Lamine Yamal. At an age when most players are trying to establish themselves, Yamal became one of the faces of world football. But De La Fuente's genius was not simply selecting him. Many managers would have protected the young player. Many would have told him to play safely. De La Fuente did the opposite. He gave him responsibility. He trusted him because he understood something. Great players do not become great by being protected. They become great by being challenged. Yamal gave Spain something they had lacked for years: pure unpredictability. When Spain needed creativity, he created. When Spain needed danger, he attacked. When opponents defended deep, he provided the solution. But De La Fuente built a system where Yamal was not the entire team. He was a weapon inside a complete machine. The greatest teams in football history usually have balance. Too much youth creates instability. Too much experience creates decline. Spain found the perfect mixture. Players like Rodri, Dani, Unai provided leadership. Youngsters like Lamine Yamal, Pau Kobasi, Nico Williams provided energy and fearlessness. This is what made Spain different. They were not simply a group of talented players, they were connected. De La Fuente created an environment where every player understood their role. The starter mattered, the substitute mattered, the player on the bench mattered, and that mentality became crucial in the biggest moments. Spain's World Cup victory showed the importance of squad depth, with players like Ferran Torres making decisive contributions even when not always certain. For years, critics said Spain's weakness was obvious. They could dominate possession, but could they survive against elite attackers? Luis de la Fuente answered that question. Spain became much harder to break down. The team defended higher, pressed smarter, and became more aggressive without the ball. The emergence of Pau Kobasi helped strengthen the defense, while Unai became one of tournament's standout goalkeepers. This was the biggest difference between old Spain and new Spain. The old Spain controlled games by having the ball. The new Spain controls games even when they lose the ball. That is the mark of a complete team. The 2026 World Cup was supposed to be a battle between many giants. Argentina entered as defending champions. France had incredible talent. England had one of the strongest squads. Brazil always carried expectations, but Spain arrived with something different. They had belief, they had chemistry, they had a clear identity. Throughout the tournament, Spain showed that they could win different types of matches. They could dominate possession, they could defend, they could control pressure, they could find late solutions. In the final against Argentina, Spain produced the defining moments of the tournament, winning 1-0 after extra time to lift their second World Cup trophy. And the victory was symbolic because Argentina represented the past champion. Spain represented the future. Luis de la Fuente's greatest achievement was not winning trophies. Trophies are the result. His greatest achievement was changing how Spain sees itself. He proved Spain does not have to choose between tradition and evolution. They can have both. They can keep the technical quality, they can keep the intelligence, but they can also have speed, power, direct, attacking, mental toughness. That is why this Spain feels different. They are not trying to recreate 2010. They are creating their own era. The era of Lamine Yamal. The era of a new generation. The era of Luis de la Fuente. Because sometimes the greatest managers are not the ones who create the biggest noise. Sometimes they are the ones who understand exactly what their team needs. And Luis de la Fuente understood Spain better than anyone. He did not rebuild La Roja, he evolved it, and the result was a team that became too good for the world to ignore. Spain are champions, but the story of La Roja's dominance may have only just begun.